St. John's 2-0 in the young season track opener against the Findlay Trojans. First quarter, Titans out-topped to C.J. Hornbeek Sr. with a three-pointer. It's a 12-1 lead for St. John's to start the game. Findlay starts slow, but they begin to warm up, particularly in the second quarter, particularly Jake Bishop drives and scores. Findlay cuts the deficit to just 5 points at the break. Second half, Titans come out firing off the inbounds. Marquise Frazier left wide open, hits the three. St. John's builds a 10-point lead, but the Trojans not going away. Fourth quarter, Findlay down one. Not anymore. Bishop, the big hoop to put Findlay ahead 36-35, part of an 18-5 Findlay run. The Trojans go on the road and earn the win at St. John's. 29 points for Bishop to lead the way in the victory.
He just told us to keep our composure and told us to just relax and shots will fall as the game goes on, and they did. As the game went on, we got to the hoop and got some easy buckets instead of settling from three.
Last year's track champions, Lima Senior at Whitmer. Derek James driving the hoop, double clutch, and gets it to fall for the Panthers. And then end of the first, James plays beat the buzzer and wins, banks it in. Whitmer with the momentum. Late in the second now, Anthony Mosley doing dirty work down low for the Spartans, goes off glass. Lima Senior trailing, but Brandon Moore eyes it, flies it. Three is good. Big triple for the Spartans. But Antoine West gets the hoop down low for Whitmer. West, though, would later leave the game with apparent leg injury. James, the star of the night, 25 for the Panthers. They pull away in the second half for the 83-65 win. Let's send it to Brad Woznicki and Brandon Bosch.
Well, quite the matchup to start track play. Preseason 1 versus 2. Whitmer, the favorite, Lima Senior, the defending champs. And for Whitmer to come in here on their home floor, get this 18-point win, big to set the tone.
Yeah, and while the flow of the game was probably nothing close to what we expected, a victory nonetheless, and one that these Panthers are going to need if they're trying to win the track title.
And how about the 1-2 punch of Derek James and Antoine West Jr. combining for 46 points. Antoine West Jr., he had 21 points through 3 quarters. Derek James was the guy who finished it off for the Panthers. He had a complete performance.
Yeah, and the hype is real with those two. They're as good as advertised and probably even a little bit better. And as those two continue to improve and lead this Panther team, as Derek James said, the sky might be the limit.
And Pharrell House was also in double figures for the Panthers with 12. On the Lima Senior side, a lot of new faces, guys trying to figure out their roles, guys trying to gain varsity experience. Anthony Mosley, the only returning starter, did the job to help lead the way with 19 points tonight. You also had Brandon Moore, the guy we talked about coming in. He had 19, but there's going to be some growing pains for Lima Senior along the way.
There absolutely is. When you lose a senior class like they did, it's going to take time. And Quincy Simpson is the guy who's going to get them going. He's going to get the ship righted. A tough one here tonight on the road, but it's against the preseason track favorite. You probably expect nothing less, but the effort from his squad, they were able to put some runs together, get themselves back into the game. Overall, a solid effort, and I think round 2 will be a great one.
And they are scheduled to meet again on January 31st down at Lima Senior. Whitmer Panthers are 2-0, starting track play with the W.